to rogerstv.com. You know, for some, it's still, the retirement plan is still just trying to win that lottery. But that obviously is not the way to go. You have to be smart about it. We've got financial advisors Brandon Brott here and Kevin Rodenberg to talk about what to do to save for retirement. And you've got some great options that are easy for people to find and use and invest in, right?
We absolutely do.
In fact, you described it as Expedia for GICs.
Well, we are a financial services company, but we do have a unique niche in that we do specialize in GICs, and most people don't. They try to go for the stocks and bonds and things like that.
Guaranteed income.
Guaranteed investment certificates.
Certificate.
Billions and billions of dollars are purchased every year, and typically seniors go to the bank, or not just seniors, most people go to the bank and they deal with their teller, and whatever they offer them, that's what they take. What they don't realize is that there's companies like ours out there that actually specialize in shopping around, finding you the best rate. No cost to the investor. We will do all the legwork for you.
And you can make 35 different phone calls, or you can make one call and call us.
And let you do the legwork.
We'll do all the sourcing.
Love that.
Yeah. So what people don't realize too is that they think that only the major banks are guaranteed, right? But there's a number of banks, trust companies, smaller companies, maybe out west in Canada, credit unions throughout Ontario, credit unions throughout Canada, and insurance companies we deal with too. They're all guaranteed. We let clients know the limitations. A lot of them are $100,000 per deposit, but we let them know exactly, what institutions there are, what's the guarantee limit, and how ways to extend the guarantee, adding a spouse, adding a child. There's things like that they can do. And
a fraction on $100,000, a fraction of a percentage point, it's going to make a big difference, right?
For sure.
So that's why you want to be able to shop around.
So you can go to the bank. The bank will offer you a rate. Let's call it 2%. We're offering right now, for example, a rate of 3.15. That extra 1.15% is an extra $1,150 in their pocket. That's free money, and it's yours, and fully guaranteed, the exact same guarantee that the bank offers, the credit unions and any of the trust companies offer.
It's not going to blow up on you like the stock market could.
No,
it's going to be there when you want to use it.
Right.
And whenever that is. Or is there a time limit on GICs?
Well, so typically they go up to 5 years.
Yeah.
There are companies like insurance companies that will go up to 10. They're all fully guaranteed. So anything bank, trust company, or credit union wise, they're typically guaranteed up to 5 years. But as I say, insurance companies can go all the way up to 10-year terms. And insurance companies have other advantages, like estate planning advantages, meaning if, God forbid, you pass on during the term, it's cashable immediately. It bypasses probate and legal and executor fees, and clients really appreciate that type of advantage.
Yeah. So one of the things we see a lot is we see seniors, super seniors as we like to call them, 85, 90 plus, who want to invest short term because they're afraid, what if something happens to them during the length of the term? And we explain to them that insurance companies offer GICs that will, catchable, God forbid, if something happens to you.
Well, at 85, something's going to happen to you.
Well, you never know. We have clients who are over 100, believe it or not.
That's great.
But
and we don't guarantee that part.
and the money goes directly to who they choose. They name the beneficiary, bypasses probate. It's a great option for a lot of seniors. And once they know about it, we joke about it all the time. When we first got into the business 12 years ago, people would be like, well, I don't know you. I'm so used to dealing with Joe at the bank, and I walk in and all this stuff. But once they know us and they see how easy it is, they never go back. So it's just a matter of people learning about us, deposit brokerages. As we said, we do other services, but it's the GICs that people know us for, and they can always go check us out on our website, which I'm sure we'll show after. But I think it's a valuable service, and I think more seniors should be using it.
Are there things that people should be watching out for so that they make sure that they are dealing with someone like you who's reputable and not going to take them for their money?
Well, we're members of the Registered Deposit Brokers Association. They can go look at rdba.com, I believe it is, .ca maybe. Yeah. Take a look at rdba.ca. Make sure that we're part of that organization. Also make sure that you're writing the check directly to the institution, not to brokers like us. Your contract is actually with that institution. So in terms of your security, you have a contract directly with even Bank of Montreal or Scotiabank or whoever it is, because we represent both of those institutions. And Scotiabank, for example, has 6 companies that they work with. Make sure that you're writing the check directly to Scotia and not to, ABC, Wealth Management or whatever it is.
Because typically, since things have been in the paper, in the news, a few years ago, we all know about that person in New York who stole a lot of money from some people. People are very, very worried. We made it a conscious choice from the beginning. We never accept any checks from anybody. We don't have an in-trust account. You always write it to the institution. You know who it's going for. If you can't get a hold of us, you can always contact the institution directly. You will get a certificate from them with your account number and certificate number, so you can always follow up with them directly.
Cool. You answered one of my questions earlier. Do we continue to invest even after we've started enjoying our retirement? And the answer was yes, right?
I think you got it. I mean, you've got to try to maintain a lifestyle. You're used to something while you're working. You've hopefully saved something while you're working so that you've got something left for retirement. That plus your government benefits. Hopefully it makes what you were looking for in terms of a worthwhile retirement.
Yeah, so you can do the things that you love and go visit family and friends wherever they are.
Sure. We typically find there's two types. There's people who are either looking for more income in retirement, and we have a number of products for those individuals as well, or people who just want security. They want to know their money's safe, they have enough money set aside elsewhere, they want to make sure their kids or a charity or whoever gets the money, God forbid something were to happen. So we have those two groups, and we make sure that we have the products that they would be looking for.
And it's that guaranteed part that makes the GIC such a great choice, right?
Right, absolutely.
We used to joke we were the guaranteed guys. Like when we first got into this and we were on the radio, we used to say we were the guaranteed guys. So.
And there it is. There's your website. It's easy to find. It's gicwealth.ca.
Yeah.
And any questions that we have, we'll find the answers on the website, right?
Or a quick phone call to our office, and we'll be able to help anybody out.
But it is GICwealth.ca.
It is gicwealth.ca. That website answers all of your questions. Great advice, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
When we come back, working off all that candy with Larry Track. All right.